Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, July 28th. It is the last Monday in July. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Tony and I went camping. I think I told you that last week. We left Thursday, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock, whatever. Thursday was a little bit warm, but then it kind of broke by evening. It was nice. And yes, even 90 degrees, we sat around the campfire. Friday was a gorgeous day. Temperatures were, I don't know, mid 80s maybe, low 80s. But it was just beautiful. There was a nice breeze. So we had beach time. We had fire time. We cooked over the campfire, of course. Had really good food. Actually, Friday night we cooked steaks and it was yummy over the campfire. Saturday was a little cloudy and a little bit rainy, so we just took a drive around a couple of little communities around there. So that was good, just some time together. And then the afternoon cleared up, a little steamier, but we went down to the beach so Tony could go swimming. I don't do lake water. I like to sit on the beach and I like to people watch. And then, or take a nap, which I did do that also. Hi, Emily. Hi, Marianne. And then Sunday we packed up and it was nice and hot and warm. And you can see I didn't put my jacket back on today because it is hot here. I don't know, it's like 93, 92. It's just hot. Once you get over a certain degree, it really doesn't matter anymore. But we had a beautiful time together, just the two of us this time, which doesn't happen very often. So now it's back to work. I'm down to my final 2 weeks. And then I will be done and stamping all the time. First thing I want to say is free shipping was last week, Wednesday through Thursday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys are fabulous. You placed orders, team members placed orders. It was wonderful. And Deb Kaiser, thank you. Her order was the last order of the evening, and it was enough points to put me over to earn Stampin' Up's next incentive trip, which is a cruise to Alaska next May, June. And again, I have to do the disclaimer that less than 1% of demonstrators earn the trip. So thank you all so much. I am so appreciative of everything you all do in joining me Monday nights, in participating in the Card Sketch Challenge, and in placing orders, of course. Just the friendship, the community is fabulous. Okay, we got from Iowa. Hi, Deb. So good. You guys are all joining in. Hi, Donna. Okay, so let me get things up over here. Hi, Annie. Thank you, Jeanne. Okay, there we are. Somebody told me at work today, it looks like I'm getting a little tan, so I guess I have a little color from a little bit of outside this weekend. Okay, likes, comments, shares, all that fun stuff. I have 2 prizes, and the first one is the on-the-go puffy stickers. Look at how fun those are. Scrapbooking, just adding them onto cards, embellishments on little packages. It's amazing, right? And the lucky winner of this is Donna. So Donna, I will be popping this in the mail to you. Thanks for joining and commenting. And then the second one, because it's the end of July, you know, we all have Christmas in July going on. It's 90 degrees, so we're trying to keep things cool. So a little package of the, oh goodness, Linda's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Wow. Real red and white adhesive back peppermints. These were in last year's holiday catalog and they are still a carryover. They are still available. And the lucky winner of this is Becky White. So Becky, I will be popping this in the mail. I did catch up this morning and got all of the ones that I had not mailed out yet. Got those mailed out. I got mailed out the thank you gift for placing an order during free shipping to team members and to customers. So again, thank you so much. So Christmas in July. Next month we'll move on. We'll have new things to be able to look at, or I will have, I guess, some little teases and things. So I decided, bite my tongue, that we would do a little one last Christmas in July to try to keep us all cooled down a little bit, right? All right, so, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. Sisters Retreat, our Stampin' Sisters Retreat, my sister and I both do a weekend together in Rockford at the Hilton Garden Inn, which is right off the interstate there, March 6th through the 8th. So we still have, about 5-6 months. And cost is $250. We create like 7 or 8 classes. Kind of depends on what the classes are. Card classes, sometimes little mini scrapbook something, lots of cards, or a framed art, sometimes 3D gift items, candy holders, and things like that. So that is March 6th through the 8th. Sign up is now. Just email me or text me or message me to let me know that you want in. It's $250. If you can't make it in person, which you really should, find a friend, come make a fun trip together for a weekend, right? So again, we do Friday night, we do all day Saturday, we do Sunday till noon, and then we send you on your way with lots of completed projects. Okay, the cost is $250, and then you get your hotel room yourself. Okay, so let's put this thing down. Okay. Thank you, Roseanne. And I saw Linda make a comment too. Stampin' Sisters Retreat is awesome. It is one of mine and Tina's favorite classes or events to do. And then I also will be sending out information on Fall Fest, which I have to, again, confirm the date, but it should be October 4th. So watch for information coming on that. Get my fingers all in here. All right, let's see if we can't. Okay, let me see what this screen does. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so Little Christmas in July. We are using a Little Cheer stamp set, which has a coordinating set of punches that are teeny tiny. They are so cute, so much fun, right? Okay, so we are going to use 1 tree and 1 stocking. We're going to do multiples of them, and Deb is bringing someone with her this year. I'm so excited. Oh, Annette, hop on an airplane. Have hubby drive you. It would be so fun to have you come and attend. But again, if you can't make it in person, we do kits in the mail so that you can still have fun with the projects and things. Okay. I am using the Regals designer paper. If you've not seen this paper is awesome. I absolutely love it. It's got 2 different prints. So here's Real Red and Old Olive. So one side is kind of a marble effect. The other side, and I absolutely love these flowers, just not quite for Christmas. And then the stripes. And then the opposite side are some really fun leaves. So great for fall in the Old Olive. I think you could get away with a little Christmas on here too, right? You are right, Annette. Being together is actually more than half the fun. Okay, so that's what we're using. So we're going to start with a card. You actually get 2 projects tonight. You get a card and a treat holder because you know I love to do that, right? Okay, we're starting with the thick basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So fold it in half. Get your bone folder out. Okay. And then I have Real Red that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then Old Olive that is 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm just debating if I want to turn this card this direction. I think I might just change it up a little bit. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and I got green glue over here this time with my fun little bee holder. Okay. I still do have some of those available. So maybe that'll be a drawing next week, is I will do some drawings and give away some of those. Hi, Mary Hubbard. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're just going to adhere the Old Olive onto the Real Red. And then the Real Red onto the thick white card base. Trying to look around the camera to make sure that it's on straight. Oh, Tammy, that would be fun. Confetti in the cards for the grandsons. That would be awesome. Okay, now I have a piece of the designer paper, and I'm using the marbled old olive this time. Remember, the opposite side is these really fun flowers. Okay, so we're just going to adhere this onto our base, and this is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, it's an 1/8 of an inch smaller than my old olive piece. Those of you who knew Sandy Johnson, every time I cut an 1/8 of an inch like that, I think of her. She used to holler. All right. Now I have multiple pieces. Okay, let's get them all out here. Okay, so I pulled out my Spotlight on Nature die, and I cut a real red one that is approximately 3 1/4 inches. Then I used Stylish Shapes and cut a circle that is approximately 3 inches. But then I didn't want white on white, so I cut another real red Spotlight on Nature that is approximately 1 5/8. And then a basic white with Stylish Shapes that is about 1 1/4. Okay. The stamp set, I guess I should show you that a little more, has the little stocking and the star, or in the tree. There's also a star that goes with it. So cool. Some presents, a little snowflake, so that would be great for adding on, you know, some little things. And then we have great greetings, just small little things, sending a little cheer. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here. A little to and from, and then a little bow that you could tie on the ends of the strings, which you could hang the little ornaments and make a banner. Okay, so it's an awesome stamp set. It's just a tiny little thing, but it's really awesome. So I took the sending a little cheer and stamped that. That's going to go right in the center of that. And I did do it flat. I didn't put a dimension. Don't worry, there are dimensionals coming. Okay, so we're just going to put some green glue. My green glue's been open a little too long. Okay, and then we're just going to center it in the center of that red one. Make sure it's stuck down good. Okay, now I'm going to take some dimensionals. And you all know I love my dimensionals, right? You like that, y'all? Not sure where that came from. Okay. Take the backings off. And then, I got to pull this my direction a little bit so that I can kind of center it on there. Okay. This white is going to get dimensional down here, and then this is going to go down flat. But before we do all of that, I took the little stocking and the little tree, and I used real red ink and old olive ink, and I stamped 4 of each. And then we're just going to take the punch. Okay, and look at how good that works. I mean, you don't have to worry. There's no white outline. So if it's not quite straight, that's okay. It's not going to show. And we're going to punch out all 4 stockings. Don't lose them. Tammy, these would make great confetti. Kids would love those. Okay, then we're going to do the same with the trees. And we're going to punch out 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, get rid of my scrap. Turn them all over so that I can see the right sides of all of them. All right, then we're going to pull this piece back over. And we're going to get our little tweezers out of our embossing kit. Okay. Oh, good. Roseanne just got this set, so now she has an idea to be able to play with. Okay, so I am starting with my trees, and I'm going to get my green glue out. Okay, and I want just a little bit. Linda Vanderspool, you can do green, you can do green glue. Not quite like that, but we can fix that. Okay, now I'm going to put one tree right down here at the center. And then I'm going to put this tree that already has some glue on it. Let's put just a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to put that one straight up above it. And then we're going to put this one over here at 3 o'clock. Right, so we got 12, 3, 6. I know I should have got my silicone mat. It's in the little holder and everything. Okay, most of you are much better coordinators of tweezers than I am, but they're good grabbers. Okay, now we're going to take our little stockings and we're going to put those in at 2, 4, 8, and 10. Okay, so we're just going to kind of center it in there. And I have glue on my fingers. I know, Linda, the silicone mat wouldn't have helped that though. There's my tweezer girls. Look how cute that is. Okay, then number 3. I don't know, maybe the tweezers are like a left-handed thing that just doesn't work well for me. And the last one right in the middle there. Oops. Look at that. Okay. And now, let's see, what did I say? This one goes up on dimensionals. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one in the middle so we don't sag. Don't you wish we could do that? Just put one of those and we wouldn't have any sagging anymore. Just throw on some dimensionals. Okay. Now I am going to, you know what? Okay. And we just get the little border edge around it. Look at that. Okay. Now, I know I'm not coordinated enough with my left hand though, I guess, because I have to use the glue. Then I have to switch hands and I don't know. Okay. Now we're going to set that right in the middle of this. And then those little peppermints that we gave away, we're going to put some of those little babies right on here. We're going to put one there. And these aren't the ones that I was giving away. They get a whole package. Okay, I'm not stealing from them. And that. Okay, but now we need to add to the inside, right? Okay, so we have a little stamp that says, so the front says, sending a little cheer. On the inside, we're going to stamp Christmas time is here. So we're going to use Memento and trying to see if I get it straight. Okay. But I wasn't happy just with that because we have trees and stockings, right? So let's add a tree here. And then, excuse me, let's add a stocking on the other side. Right? We all like rhymes. And that's why I said this set is just so adorable. And it looks like, oh, I don't know, there's such little pieces, but how fun, really quick and easy. A little bit of die cutting, but other than that, it's like, oh my goodness. Oh, my stocking didn't stamp right. Okay, you know what? I am not going to try to stamp over the top of that one in there. So what we're going to do to fix it is, and I just stamped that the wrong direction for punching it out. Hi, Diane. Okay, then we're going to get, if we're putting one, we got to put them both, right? Okay, so now we need to, yeah, that's what I thought I did. Where's my scissors? Good thing is I still have a big enough handle to hang on to it all. It would be really cute little 3x3 cards to go onto a gift bag, right? Whoops. Helps to have the right punch. Right? There's never a mistake in stamping. There's just always a new opportunity to be creative. Okay, we got to get our green glue out again. And without a dimensional on it, it will be plenty flat. I got a little too much glue there. Okay. There's one. And there's the other. There. Okay. Now it's fixed. And it doesn't look any different. Okay. So there's the card that way. Then here's with the other designer paper going up and down. So how fun is that? Okay. But now we need a little treat box to go with it, right? Okay. Very quick and very easy. We have a piece that is 3 inches by 4.5 inches, and it's scored 3/4 of an inch all the way around. And then I cut up on the little slits, and then you know when we're doing a little box or something, we're taking the corners out just to be able to get rid of a little bit of bulk. You get all those little slivers, then they fall on the floor. Tony loves that. Okay, let's get rid of those. All right, then we're going to fold it on all the score lines. This is just a teeny tiny box. What are we going to put in this little box? Okay, we're going to bring our glue back in. I love the green glue the best when I'm making boxes. I think it's faster and I just like it better. Seal Plus works also. Regular seal might not be quite strong enough. Haha, Linda, of course it's chocolate. Ooh, lip gloss would be good. A little chapstick. Even a couple of little tea light candles, right? That would fit in there, I think. Okay, so my box ends up being 1.5 inches by 3 inches. Okay, now this measurement is a little bit stickier. We have a piece that is 3 inches by 5.25. Okay, and I'm going to fold it on the score so that it shows a little bit better. Oh, Starlight Mints would be another good one. Okay, so it's scored at, these on my box are 3/4 of an inch. To be able to wrap this around, you need just a little bit bigger. Okay, so it's 1/2 inch, 1.25 plus one little notch. All right, let's get our ruler in here. Let's find a pointer tool. Actually, I guess let's go down here. Okay. So here we have 1 1/4. Then I want just one more notch, and we're scoring it. Okay. I'm trying to look at my screen to make sure that you can see that. Okay. I think I'm up close enough. Okay. Then we're sliding it over and we're scoring it at 2 7/8. Then we're sliding it over and we're scoring it at 3 5/8 plus 1 notch. Okay, we love those little notches to give us just a little bit more. Okay, so we have our little box. I loved all your suggestions. Diamond, emeralds, and pearls. That would be so nice, right? How about some Hershey Nuggets? Because chocolate is the bomb. Okay. All right, so again, we're scoring it or folding it on the score lines. It's a little slider box. Okay. Then I take and I turn it upside down. Ooh, a Hot Wheel car might fit in there as long as it's not the long, it is. Annette, you're right. But if I tell people 1/16 of an inch, most people look at me like, what? So yes, it is 1/16 of an inch. We like to call it 1 1/4 and a notch. It would actually be 1 3/16, right? I think so. Quarter would be 2/8, 4/16. It would be 5/16. Okay, so we glued the 1/2 inch notch. So now our little box will slide. Now we got to decorate it. So I have a piece of old olive that is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. There, see, I was right, 5/16. But that makes me have to think too far. And then I have a piece of the little marble designer paper, the one that has pretty flowers on the back. This one is 1 1/8 by 2 5/8. So again, we have just the 1/8 inch border around it. Isn't it just fun already? Okay. Then I took a piece and I stamped one of the stockings and one of the trees. I know it, right, Cheryl? Okay, so then we are going to punch out one more stocking and one more tree. Then I took a 1/2 inch by 2 1/2 inch piece of basic white, and I stamped the sending a little greeting again. Let's get those little tweezers in here. Okay. All right. Yeah, Cheryl, that doesn't work any better. Okay, we're going to put a tree on this side. Then we're going to put the stocking on the other side of the greeting. Like that. Okay. Then we're going to take our scissors and we are going to banner cut the end. I was going to use the Stylish Shapes die, but this is just a little bit wider. Okay, now let's get those little things out of the way. And then we're going to attach that onto our box with dimensionals. So see, no fear that I didn't use enough dimensionals tonight. We got them in on all of it. Okay, and then how about we throw, that's a little crooked, a couple of our little peppermints right there. Look at that. All right, we're going to pull. Here's the other one that I made, but I didn't add any peppermints yet. So let's throw a couple of peppermints on here. Let's throw one up here on the top. Okay, so there's our candies. And there's our cards. How fun is that? Does everybody feel a little bit cooler, right? As we prepare for a little Christmas in July. So much fun. I love doing these, but I will stop on Christmas for just a little bit, and we'll come back into fall and some, Tony just opened the door and it made me change my mind. Can we wear them like earrings? Well, they're adhesive. I suppose you could stick them to your ear. I didn't try that before. That might be worth a try, Katie. We'll go back to some Halloween and some fall things as we start prepping for some of the other holidays that are coming right up behind us, right? So everybody have a fabulous week. Stay cool. I think it's supposed to cool down over by the end of the week, so that will be nice. And I will see you next Monday. Make sure you get your card sketch challenge in. You still have, what do we have left? 3 more days. And then next Monday, August 4th, I will have a brand new sketch and I will announce the winners of July's sketch. Everybody take care. Have a good week. Bye-bye.